Well, it's Saturday afternoon. My wife and kids are all out in Southampton shopping, and so I've got a few hours to go for my long run. So let's do this together. So welcome back to the channel. This is Pksruns. If this is your first time viewing the channel, then welcome. If you wouldn't mind just hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel and clicking the bell to get notified, that would really help, and you won't miss out on any of the exciting content that's coming up. In this video, I'm just going to be talking a little bit about my training. So let's go. Last week I signed up to do the Manchester Marathon in April, and I've got to get myself marathon ready, and so today I'm going to talk about some of the things that I'm going to be thinking about over the next couple of months. Buckle up and enjoy the ride. Today my legs are just feeling quite tired. Yesterday was a double run day. I think it's good to push every once in a while on tired legs though. I know that at the end of the marathon I'm going to have very tired legs. So, you know, this is all good exposure, all good experience. So it's probably going to be a good idea for me to set some goals for this race. And, you know, I'm quite conflicted because there's a part of me that would just like to try and run it as fast as I can, really treat it as a race. Then there's the other part of me that kind of says, don't be an arrogant prick, just try and finish the damn thing. And I kind of vacillate between the two, if I'm honest. As it stands at the moment, I haven't finished a marathon. So that really is objective number one. I've got a long-standing dream, and I think if you talk to a lot of runners, I think there'd be a lot of people that would have this same dream of running a sub 3 hour marathon. It's kind of like the holy grail. It's kind of, I don't know if it's what sets serious runners out from less serious. I don't know. Finishing a marathon is a feat no matter what time. So there's a couple of things when you're training for a marathon. There are loads of books out there that you can read. There's loads of training plans, and I've read some of the books and I've looked at some of the plans, and if I'm honest, I don't really like following a plan because I like to be able to kind of just run as and when I feel like it. So if I feel like going for a second run in a day, I will, and a plan kind of gets in the way of that. So I'm very conflicted as to whether I do a plan or not. Well, I'm a quarter of the way through this run, aiming to do 13 miles or somewhere thereabouts. It's feeling hard today, I'll be honest. I feel quite tired, a bit lethargic. I always say it's great resilience training. It's good to train the mind to overcome those feelings. So yeah, this is what I'm doing. Today is definitely mental training. Well, as predicted, the wind is absolutely battering me. It's really cold. Actually, it's a really cold wind. I didn't put my gloves on. I've not got a windproof jacket or a waterproof jacket, which is silly. Yeah, sort of misread this one. But hey ho, you win some, you lose some. So running with a camera adds quite a new dynamic to my runs. Firstly, I'm having to carry this thing around with me, so that's kind of annoying. I need some sort of, I don't know, something that I can just slip it into so I don't have to actually hold it the whole time. The other thing, and this just happened, I was going up a hill, which is quite a hard hill, and I thought, you know, this would look quite good on the camera. So I ran up to the top, put the camera down, run back down, and then do the damn hill again. That's just way more effort than needs to be. But my body will thank me, I'm sure. Well, I'm 6.5 miles in, which means I am halfway through today's run, and I'm feeling a lot better now. I was in a bit of a grump earlier. I don't know why, just finding it all a bit hard, but I'm feeling good now. I'm halfway through. I tend to do most of my training at a relatively low heart rate, so keeping it very easy. Generally a really good test is whether you're able to speak or sing. So I like to keep my heart rate under 142, which I'll explain at some point, but Phil Maffetone has a great book about heart rate training and you know, its benefits and how it can really improve your speed. Actually, I used to think that every time I went out for a run, I kind of had to push myself to the absolute limit. Always found that eventually it ended in injury, and so these days I'm just trying to be a lot more careful. Like I said earlier, with this sort of low heart rate training, it just feels like it's far less effort. I am finding that when I push myself and I go for it a little bit, I'm getting faster, but it's a much more enjoyable way of training, because actually you can enjoy the surroundings and take everything in, and you don't just feel like you're dying the whole time. Right. Oh, I'm having a great fun time out here today. My mood has well and truly changed. I'm loving running. I'm loving being out, splashing through puddles. Such a lot of fun. Come on, let's do this. That you've got a higher power. Got me singing every second, dancing every hour. Well, I just passed 10 miles, which means I've got 3 miles to go, which means that I am on my way home. Woo! Can't wait to have a cup of tea and a piece of toast. Ooh, maybe with some butter. So I'm just coming up to 13 miles, and to be honest with you, I'm absolutely goosed. I'm feeling tired, my legs feel tired. I'm really ready to have that cup of tea, put my feet up, might even have a nice long bath. So thanks so much for watching this video. If you got this far, thank you so much. Please do like and subscribe, leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you, and I'll see you again soon. Peace out.